is our first look at cars on track. Welcome, everybody, to F1 Shakedown Week testing. Now, for people who don't know, F1's decided to do 5 days of closed behind doors testing. This is not actually it. This is just the Haas on track a couple days ago. F1 wants to do a closed behind doors test to allow the cars to shake down, make sure the engines are working, make sure the cars don't fall to bits on the live broadcast in a couple weeks' time at the Bahrain test. Now, there is no broadcast. There are no live timings. There's no official footage or anything from the track. However, considering these shakedowns have been so loosely security guarded and monitored, and the teams have been posting their own shakedowns on socials, it makes me think that we're going to get a lot of content from today. But first, we've got our first news of the day. The Red Bull has officially been revealed. Now, obviously, you've seen the livery. Time to meet the RB22. Obviously, it was a show car the livery was on at the event. So now we can properly see the livery on the actual car. It looks good, man. It looks hella clean. Is it the same as the renders? It's definitely different to the show car. It looks very sleek. We've kind of got that double, triple side pod approach that we saw in the 2022 cars, where you've got like 1, 2, 3. I know that's the engine cover, but like still, like, yeah, it can go under, can go over here, can go over here. Airbox seems pretty big, similar to the V carb. Rear wing looks like a very different approach to the Haas and other teams, but again, who knows what those cars are going to look like. Ooh, I like that lighting. I like that lighting too. Car looks very flat, you know what I mean? It looks very like, Is that just me? Whoa! Take a first look at the McLaren MCL40 in its Barcelona Shakedown livery. Where the fuck did this come from? Okay. I like this. This is better than Mercedes livery. The Mercedes livery's ass. I actually like this. This is like a nice camo. It kind of reminds me of the McLaren Shadow Esports livery a little bit. Oh, look at the speedy Kiwi on the rear wing. I like that. So for people who don't know why teams rock Shakedown liveries, there's multiple reasons. One, they don't want to spoil their livery before they reveal it. In this case, McLaren haven't shown their car yet, so they're going to rock a special livery. I wonder what Aston Martin and Williams are going to do, because they're the other two teams that haven't shown their car yet. But the other reason they do it is because when you put a camo livery on, it's much harder to see the bits that are on the car. But also, when you're testing so many different parts on the car, it's so fucking annoying to paint and to get certain like stuff on it. So to just have a pretty easy livery to put on, it just makes things so much easier for the mechanics. But damn, I like this. I like this for a shakedown livery. That's nice. That's clean. Imagine McLaren actually rocked up with this actual livery. I wonder, is this anything what their car is going to look like, you reckon? They've got the drop down nose as well. But again, who knows if this is their actual car. Okay. That's interesting. This is probably the biggest news to come out of this season, I'm not gonna lie. Team statement: Atlassian Williams F1 team has taken the decision not to participate in next week or this week's shakedown test in Barcelona. This is a big yikes. Just a big yikes. So basically, Williams is behind in development. They weren't able to get their car crash tested. So if you don't know, when you're not only designing a car that needs to be quick, you need to design it to the rules, and it also needs to go through rigorous tests. And one of those tests is a crash test. Williams apparently didn't pass that crash test, so their car was not able to be ready to go on track this week. You know, they're kind of wording it, obviously typical company, they're wording it as like, as we try to push for maximum performance. No, you just fucked up. And yeah, this is bad. You know, Williams was probably the team I was expecting to be in the top 3 this year with the Mercedes engine and their development and James Vowles and Albon and Sainz. This is a major setback. And, you know, when you put it into perspective, they're allowed 3 days on track testing. Each day is 8 hours long. They are missing out on 24 hours of on-track time. Now, to put that into perspective, they're basically missing a quarter of the F1 season in terms of on-track time by missing out on this test. And I keep seeing people be like, oh, who cares? It's only testing. Oh, it's only 3 days. No. This is 3 8-hour days. You get 5 hours of on-track time, if you're lucky, during a Grand Prix weekend. So this is what they would have been rocking for the Shakedown week if they had have actually had a car ready. The car looks poo, but the livery looks pretty cool. I love the white. I love the blue. Looks nice. Yo, first car on track. It is Mercedes. Oh my God. We're going to have the major watermarked photos. Okay. First car on track. And Alpine following out shortly after. Ooh, what is that? You can already see the difference. Oh my God. You can already see the difference in the cars. Wow. Look at the difference already. Mercedes has this like hard drop on the engine cover. Meanwhile, the Alpine kind of protrudes out and has like this kind of lump here. I mean, I'm so bad when it comes to stuff. But that's so interesting. Even the front wing, look how different the front wings look. Looks like the Alpine's running lower to the ground as well. Speaking of first, I'm told Mercedes beat Audi out of the pit lane to kick off Shakedown week in Barcelona with Alpine third out. Oh, so it went Mercedes, Audi, Alpine. Okay. That was always going to be a little source of pride between Mercedes and Audi over who could hit the track at 9 a.m. That is fucking funny. The two German brands going at it. Imagine Racing Bulls came out first on track. That would have been so good. Oh, our first video of a car out on track. There it is. Our first look at cars on track. Kind of. Oh, that's the Audi. That's the Audi. Audi getting the first video. That's it. That's all we got today, guys. That is all we've got today. Wait, is this someone live streaming from the track? Huh? How are they timing? Is this fake? Someone find that. I feel like that can't be real. Racing Bulls out on track as well. Nice. My goats. My goats. Damn, well, I love this, but I'm surprised to see teams out on track because usually what happens in practice is teams sit in the garage and waste all this precious time sitting in the fucking garage. But no, we've actually got cars out on track straight away. I love that. That's great. I mean, that's the way it should be. You should be maximizing your time out on track. Oh, is this a better quality clip of the V-Carb out on track? Okay, we're locking into Soy Motor today. He looks like he's got a good camera. It sounds, you know what's crazy? We can hear the engine. This man is up on a hill. This man is up on a fucking hill. Like, far away from this car, and he can hear it. You know how good that is? Yo! It's the Haas. All right, Audi. We got our first proper look at the Audi. Oh, I like the livery, man. Oh, maybe it's... actually, it's a bit dark in real life, isn't it? Yeah, Mercedes really have a very old school... You know what? That looks like the 20... Is it the 2014? The one with the, like, a really sloped back? Like, the way it's just like... I'm sorry. If you say the 2014 cars look better, you're just stuck on nostalgia. You're telling me that boxy looking thing is better than that? That's so clean. Ooh! The other new kids on the block, Cadillac, are out of the garage. Yo! What do we think of this livery? I like it. I mean, it is literally just a carbon livery with a fucking Cadillac logo, but... Hit the lights, Tommy Hilfiger. Ooh, we're gonna get a caddy merch drop today. Ooh, maybe a caddy merch drop. This looks too much like Merc though. Let's see if we can brighten this shit. Nah, they've done a good job. They've done a good job of that. So apparently, as soon as Red Bull hit the track, people who were filming got kicked out. No way, these guys got kicked out for filming. That's all we had. That's literally all we had, man. It's over. It's over. It didn't even start. It's already over. Download this web extension. Okay. Timing 71. All right. It's added. And then copy that into it. No way have we hacked the system, bruh. Yo! What the fuck? Am I gonna get banned? How has someone figured this out? I feel like we're not allowed this. Otherwise, F1 would just give this publicly, surely. What even is this? What even is this? Who even figured this out? He's found a new spot in the trees, bro. Shout out this guy. Oh my God, this is elite footage. This might be the best footage of the day. Oh my God. Look at that side pod. That's insane. That's crazy. Yeah, listen how loud they are, man. Like, you would not be able to hear that previously. This is very funny to listen to now that Williams have pulled out.
I don't care about 23. I don't care about 24. And I really don't care about 25. Sounds strange, doesn't it? But that's not what's of interest. I don't care about 23. I don't care about 24. And I really don't care about 20.
Oh, no. It does look good, doesn't it? It does look good. So nice. The black vent kind of ruins it there, though. That's different. That wasn't in the Fiorana Shakedown. What? Where's my invite, bro? Well, this guy's getting kicked out in like 2 minutes. This is what confuses me. So F1 can post on socials. The teams can post on socials, but this guy can't? Why, huh? Why? F1's just so strict, man. F1 is just so strict. Another team is said to have reached the 2026 weight limit. That team is none other than Ferrari. Audi and Alpine are the only other teams said to have reached the limit. So we've got 3 teams have reached the weight limit. Okay, so this is what the teams are bringing to Barcelona. So Mercedes are bringing no C2 mediums. What? McLaren are bringing a few hards, but mainly mediums. Red Bull. What is the Red Bull? Are we okay in the head? 18 softs. I guess they don't want to test long runs. They just want to go out, make sure the car's working, test the engine. So I guess that makes sense. 4 teams are opting for no hards. At least bring one. Like, at least bring one hard set. See the cars emerging on track. Here we go. Whoa, these are some good pickies. I don't know how you guys don't like that, man. It's a different looking silver to the launch, right? I feel like it's a bit shinier. Let's hold the camera steady here, boss. Please. The V-Cup looks so small. It actually looks so small. What is that? Ooh. Our first look at the Red Bull on track. Dude, these cars look so small. Alpine looks fat as fuck. Oh, there we go. That's a better photo of the Cadillac. Okay. This is my very interesting non-technical analysis breakdown, all right? Audi has like 5 holes. V-Cub. 1 big hole. What are these? I don't think I've ever seen these on F1 cars before, on the front nose before. Red Bull. No hole. Damn, we got 5 holes, 1 hole, no hole. No hole on the Alpine. No hole on the Merc. No hole on the Cadillac, or maybe there's one down there. Okay, so Audi have like a huge drop down under their nose. Wow, look at the difference there. Audi have like a connection at the back of the front nose that drops down. Meanwhile, V-Carbs just connects here. Red Bull similar, kind of underneath, but not as drastic as the Audi. Wow. Alpine's like fully connects here. Mercedes have similar to what Audi have, and Cadillac as well. Wow, some very different approaches. All right, so Audi's got like pretty decently sized one triangle. Oh my God, look at the difference between the Audi and the V-Carb. That's insane. V-Carbs is massive. I wonder if the other teams are gonna adopt a huge fucking air intake like this now. Red Bull and Audi's are very almost identical. Alpine's a bit more oval rather than round. Wow. Mercedes, Red Bull, Audi, and Cadillac were very similar air intakes. What a V-Carb cooking. Let's look at the mirrors. Oh wait, they're the new side lights. I forgot we've got lights on the mirrors now. Very different on the V-Carb. Oh my God, everyone's mirror design is so different. Oh, there you go. You can see the light on. I like the side lights. They're cool. Wait, yeah. Look at the background. Cadillac is staring at every single car. Okay, yeah, wait, let's look at the side pod now. So, big side pod, it feels like, with a bit of a hump there. Look at the difference in the side pod. Audi's fully sticking out, almost like Ferrari 2022-esque, and then V-Carbs, straight down, and then the inlet much skinnier. So it almost feels like V-Carb's approach is let's get as much air in here and less air through here. Interesting. And then Red Bull, fuck, we can't see their side pod inlet, but a very similar approach to V-Carb, but even skinnier. But then this hump is massive compared to, look, V-Carb don't have a hump there, and then Red Bull have a huge hump here, and then this is just fat. This is just fat. Get this car on Weight Watchers right now. Actually, Audi might be fatter. And then Mercedes. So it looks like Red Bull and Mercedes have gone very similar. I'd probably say Red Bull and Mercedes are the 2 most similar cars with a very like, I don't know what you call this, just like a tight downward side pod and then a hump, and then it drops off so quick. Well, look how quick it drops off on the Mercedes. I don't know all the terminology, so shut up. Wow, Red Bull's is very tight. Almost like a zero side pod approach. And then the Cadillac. Wow, the Cadillac. Yeah, very similar. Very quick down, big second hump. I don't know what you call it. And then these little bits. Look at these little bits here on the floor. So Audi have like 1, 2, 3 kind of like rectangular things. V-Carb have one big thing with 3 little bits coming off. Red Bull have similar to what Audi have. Very similar to what Audi have. V-Carb have 3 bits, then 1 big bit. Mercedes have 3 bits similar to Audi and Red Bull. Cadillac does have 1 big bit. I don't know what that means, but wow, I love this. Every single team has a different approach for every single part. All right, rear wing time. Kind of got some curve to it. A big, I don't know, maybe that's just a camera, but a big thing in the middle there. Feels like V-Carb have a maybe the same size rear wing. Okay, Red Bull's looks a lot flatter here than it did in that render that they showed this morning. Mercedes have a bit more curve than the other teams. Honestly, not as much difference from the rear wings, but then again, we don't really have a good view of them. Red Bull livery though, I like it. You can still notice that kind of blue. It still feels like a Red Bull, but when the light hits it, it's gonna look so good under the lights, man. way that's their kit. There's no way that's their kit. That is horrific. Even Checo's not happy with it. Nah. This is the first time this season, livery, merch, anything, that I'm actually disgusted. The Tommy Hilfiger banding around the neck looks so tacky to me. The style of the shirt just looks so bad. They've literally got no sponsors. They've got Cadillac Tommy, Pirelli, which they're forced to have. Why are they wearing Nike? Why are they wearing Nikes? They have no sponsors. Why did they pick this photo of Checo? Oh, that's nice, man. That is nice. I don't know how people don't like that. There's been some news about testing, which I'm pissed off about. So the Spain testing, the Shakedown week, is not broadcasted at all, fully behind closed doors. We're going to see a few social media clips. They have now announced that the first testing in Bahrain will be only broadcasted the final hour of each day. Why? What's the point? I have no reason why they would do this. My only reason, the only thing I can assume, they want to give time to Formula One broadcast to like try new things and like get their equipment set up for the new year. But why not do that at the Shakedown that's not being broadcasted? I do not see why you would not stream 7 of the 8 hours of preseason testing 1. I hope they change their mind on this because I think that's bullshit for the fans. Like, I've never seen this amount of people tuning in for a fucking practice, let alone a testing, which I think goes to show how excited people are to see these new cars. And we're forced to look at this. We're forced to look at this and this. Are you kidding me? Under F1's rules for this week's closed doors test, teams can issue up to 6 pictures of the day of their cars and 6 of garage personnel, etc. What? What is this, bruh? 6 photos? What are these rules? I mean, I get it. They want to limit the amount of photos, but if you're going to post 1, just let them post as many as you want. Oh. Is it an electrical issue? These guys are in full kit. Yeah, how many laps did they do before that happened? 27 laps. Good run. All right, well, Audi's broken down. This was Sainz's response to the statement that Williams put out. We are committed to keep pushing flat out. Can't wait to hit the track soon. Hopefully you hit the track soon. Oh, imagine if we had Renault back. Yellow, man. Yellow's my favorite color. Why isn't it on the grid? Hadja P1. Wait, Hadja went P1. We're back. We're so back. By 1.3 seconds as well. If Hadja's doing 121.0s, Max will be doing 118s. Another red flag. Lawson Ford stopped on track. Ferrari's the only engine with no issues this morning. Interesting. Yeah, we had the Alpine breakdown at the start. We had the Audi breakdown halfway through. And we had the Ford breakdown at the end. Well, breakdown. We don't know, but stopped on track. I don't know how this shit is going to survive turn 1 this year. How are these going to survive turn 1? Explain that. They are dying. Turn 1 every single time. Hadja announced his helmet for the season. Out of this world. I like this. The purple, the yellow really suits the Red Bull logo with the spacey design on top. That's kind of fire. I like that. Shakedown views. Oh my god, it would be so great if we could see it. F1. It'd be so good. I would love to see it right now. A quick note about the timing feeds. They were never meant to be public for the Shakedown. A technical oversight caused them to be available, and the issue was addressed as the morning session. Damn. An update on Barcelona Shakedown. The AMR 26 will be in Barcelona later this week for its Shakedown. Our intention is to run Thursday and Friday. So Aston opting out of 8 hours of testing time. Yikes, man. The morning we were 200 meters from the circuit. They kicked us out. We moved 300 meters outside the parking. They kicked us out. We set up at 600 meters. They still kicked us out. 2 Secret Service cars, 1 Mosso's pickup, and 1 Mossos van. They ID'd some poor lambs who had just arrived and warned them that if they come back, it would mean a fine. What? Who's got this? What car is that? Is that a Caddy? That's a Merc. Apparently still a problem for Audi. Yeah. I would love to know the lap counts because I feel like Audi's not gone out since their car broke down. The team detected the problem but still haven't solved it. Wow, what? Does anyone remember what time they broke down? 10:50. Wow, so they've been dealing with this problem for almost 6 hours. 5.5 hours they've been dealing with this problem with this car, with this engine. That's not good. That's it. That's all they could show us, guys. Oh, this jacket is nice. That's kind of cool. I don't know. I feel like this is kind of tacky to me. 7 seconds off of pole time from last year. 5 seconds off of last year's practice time. And only like 2-ish seconds, 3-ish seconds off of where we're expecting these cars to be. So there's definitely room for improvement. But I think that's way better than probably what people were expecting. But look at the spread of the field. I mean, it's obviously a shakedown day, but big spread. That doesn't look good. But who knows what that means. Oh, they're trying their luck again. They're trying their luck again. Shout out Soy Motor. Charles Leclerc takes on the track with the SF26 in Barcelona. It's the Monegasque driver who heads out onto the track this morning. What elite picks. They better get sniped down the sky right now, straight from the heli. If I saw a heli in the air for security, I'd pack it up. I'd call it a day. I'd get on the next flight back home. Red flag on track. Isaac Hadja crashes at turn 14. Oh no, are we gonna get any photos of this though? Oh, rear wing gone, rear tire gone. Our first crash of the 2026 season. That is not good for Hadja. Yeah, that's obviously gonna rock his confidence after a good day. I mean, obviously it's not a big deal. It's just a shakedown testing, but it obviously is gonna limit your confidence a little bit because you don't want to do that again. Obviously not great for Red Bull. They're obviously gonna have limited parts and then they have to repair that. Obviously for budget as well. Crashing doesn't help with the budget. But yeah, the first crash of the season, that's not great. First video of McLaren on track. Woo! Here we go. Oh, great footage! Great footage! Alright, well, they've got a side pod. They haven't gone for a Zoe side pod like Red Bull. Okay, they've got the big drop-off like the Mercedes. They've got a very similar approach to Mercedes, it seems. Flat wing. Other than that, it's kind of hard to tell. They've got the bits on the side. Wow. So they've gone the Mercedes route as opposed to the Red Bull route. Wait, is this the McLaren? Whoa, this is a good pick. Push rod confirmed at the front. The narrow nose similar to the MCL40 render is confirmed. So yeah, they've got the very big bits on the side. They've definitely got a side pod, that is for sure. Seeing the cars out drive for the first time, that's so fucking good. Definitely going to turn that into a second channel video, so be sure to subscribe to Ponden Plus. All right, bye-bye.